good day and welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girls, and we are back again with another video. So guys, today we've actually been checking out a couple of videos and we are so thrilled to check out more. Next one on our list here says British people aren't racist. Now who think they are? Because I don't. We saw it and we are curious and like, okay, we never thought, have you ever thought British people were racist?
I think it's something we've heard once on the internet, on social media. You hear it here and here and so.
Yeah,
Not really
there's no
expressed it,
concrete.
so
Yeah, and I've not really gotten anything like that that gives me that impression. Even
yeah.
here on the channel, I do a lot of a couple, not a lot, but like I'm not really seeing anybody come and comment in that manner.
Yeah.
So let's just see what this is about. We don't want to waste much of your time, but before we get into it, if you're new here, please do also hit the subscribe button. It will go a long way. Give us a big thumbs up if you eventually enjoy our reaction, and of course leave a comment for us. So guys, that was too much of your time. Let's get right into the
Video.
And the UK is an interesting place. I mean, it's very interesting for me because I grew up in Africa, but I grew up going to British schools, British post-colonial schools.
In Africa.
Like Ghana, did you get educated in Ghana? British schools, right?
Oh, maybe he's Ghanaian.
Yeah.
What kind of schools?
I think they have a
Government
British school here in
government
Lagos
schools.
too.
Okay. So I don't know what your curriculum was, but our curriculum was very strange because we were in Africa, but we were learning English, French.
I know, right? I didn't learn Latin, but I learned French and English.
Exactly.
African languages.
Exactly. Make it make sense.
There's no one walking around talking Latin. My school thought there was more chance I'm going to run into the ghost of Julius Caesar than another African.
Oh my god.
And in history, what did we learn? Oh, we learned about Henry VIII and William the Conqueror. We did not learn any African history, even though we were in Africa.
Exactly.
And then I moved to the UK. And I heard all these people saying, why do all these immigrants come here? And I was like, well, you spent decades teaching me
about your country. You don't want me here. So funny.
Where did you think I was gonna go?
Exactly. Where? Oh my god. This is crazy.
But as much as I talk about all these people who saying, oh, these immigrants coming here, I actually think it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people. I mean, they're always in the press, but it's a minority. Like, you know, I was mentioned Trump. Do you think like a Trump figure could win in the UK? No, I don't think so. Because look, there are some nutters. There's definitely some nutters in the UK. But I've lived in 9 different countries, and by and large, the UK is the most accepting place I've ever lived.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Because most of you could not give a fuck.
Oh my god.
You are not bothered by race at all. You don't have time. In fact, I would go so far as to say you hate each other more than foreigners.
That's crazy.
Told, oh, you're black, it's fine. At least you're not from Liverpool.
Oh. Really? Really? Now that's crazy.
Which is lovely. I mean, if you ever need proof that the UK has come a long way, look at the fact that the British National Party fell apart. They're no longer a party. And the reason they fell apart is brilliant. They fell apart because they forgot to file the paperwork to renew their status as a party. They were defeated by...
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
You know what must drive them crazy? I bet they all know if they had a few immigrants working in the office, they would have been fine.
Oh my god. This guy is so funny, effortlessly.
The good thing also in the UK is you can talk about everything.
Wait, is it like a tradition for comedians in the UK to drink or to sip water or something whenever they are performing?
Think, you know, when you're talking for a very long time, your throat tends to dry up easily, faster than
Comedians in Nigeria don't go on the stage with water or something, and they talk. They talk. Because I've noticed, like, this is the third comedian from the UK that I've watched, and they have water on stage. The other one was even liquor. He had it there, the funny guy.
Yeah, I remember.
And now he's taking water, and I saw one recently, and he was also taking something. I'm not sure if it's water, but they always have liquid in their cups. And interesting. Let's continue.
You can do jokes about the government. I can do Theresa May jokes, no problem. I can talk about the Queen, no problem. It's not the same everywhere. You think I'm ever going to North Korea and drop in some hell?
You dare not.
No. In fact, I'm not even going to put that on the special. Just going to edit it just in case he watches it.
Oh my god.
No,
This is so funny.
No Kim Jong-un jokes, no Putin jokes, nothing.
You dare not.
I actually
Oh
got
my
in trouble
God.
in Malawi over a joke.
Oh, really?
And at the time, my dad was in the Malawi government. You'd think that gives me some protection. No, it did not.
Oh.
My dad was a minister, government minister. And it was interesting because when I was younger, he was obsessed with my education. No matter what grades I got, they weren't good enough. If I got 5 A's, 2 B's, he'd say, no, you're not reaching your potential, huh? Apply yourself.
Yeah.
If I got 7 A's, 1 B, no. Apply yourself. Not reaching your potential, he'd lock me up, make me study. And I understand though. He just wanted to be proud of me. He was pushing me to be the best version of myself. And you know, he's still in the government, right? He's still in the Malawi government. So I called him the other day and I said, Dad, there are food shortages all over Malawi and there's strikes in the street. Apply yourself. Reaching your potential.
Oh my God. Apply
I did
yourself.
this joke on a Monday. Tuesday morning, front page of all the Malawi papers was my face. And the headline, Minister's son ridicules government. I got a call from the Malawi censorship board angry. They said, we have heard you are trying to bring down the government. I asked you,
Oh.
where do you live?
Where do you live?
Oh my god.
And so I'm happier in the UK. I mean, I love being in the UK. It's a very accepting place. It's also like you're educated about other countries. Like, you know, Africa is a real place. Well, you know why I say this? Because I visited America to do some gigs. Now, do we have any actual Americans in the room? Hello? Hello, Americans? We need an apology from you for Trump? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm about to say does not apply to you because you are clearly Americans who have traveled. But what I noticed is there are some Americans who have stayed in America and know nothing about any other country other than
Except
America.
America.
And when they find out from Africa, they'll be like, oh, dog, you from Africa? Are there cars in Africa? I just went with it. I said, no, you ride the elephant.
Oh my God.
We say, go, Dumbo.
Oh my God.
Always think
This is so
about white
funny.
Americans. No, the weirdest questions I got was from black Americans.
Can you
To them,
imagine?
Africa's the motherland. It's
Can you
their-
imagine?
One guy, Kyle, came to me and said, yo, dog, man. Can you help me, man? Can you help me? Can you give me an African name? I want to do that Malcolm X thing. I want to cross out my stage name. Replace it black
Oh my
with
God.
some Wakanda shit, man. Come on. Come on. I said, okay. Your name is now Mazunzo. Good name. My brother's name. He said, no, dog. I want a real African name. I want a name.
Oh.
I said, he said, that's what it means. I said, it means you're an idiot. That's what it means.
Oh my God.
But I'm not saying that they're not cultural differences. Of course they're cultural differences. Of course there are lots of things which are different about us. We've got,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I was talking about the churches. I was talking about the churches. Religion is very different in Africa. Right? It's very different, very serious.
It
But I
is.
still make fun of it. You know, a lot of people say you shouldn't make fun of stuff. I still write jokes about it because I can see the funny.
Oh my god.
I remember when I was a kid, the first time I walked past a church, I said to my dad, Dad, why is there a cross on that house? My dad said, well, the person who started that religion died on a cross, so to remember him, we have the crucifix. The next day, I was walking past the synagogue. And I saw the Jewish star, and I was like, wow. The person who started that religion was killed by ninjas.
Can you imagine? That's a child. That's a typical child.
And you know how we make holy water? Priest gets regular water, blesses it. It becomes holy.
Holy.
If I was a priest, I would bless everything. I'll go to McDonald's. Order a burger.
Bless it.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
I'll get some tacos.
You bless it.
Holy guacamole. Take a dump. Holy shit. And my family was so religious. My teenage years, I started acting up. A lot of your parents would have called a psychiatrist. My dad called an exorcist. I do not know if any of you have ever been exorcised. It's not fun. They strap you to the bed with ropes. They start pouring holy water down your mouth. I was like, my dad did not think this was enough. He believes you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Yeah,
There was a big wooden cross. He grabbed it, passed it to the priest, and said, beat him! Beat the devil out of him!
Out of him!
The priest began
Beat the devil out of him!
He was on the bed like, Understandably, when the priest said, Satan! I figured I better play along. I can't turn my head around 360 degrees, but I gave it a good shot. I was like,
Oh my God! So that's Satan coming out.
I put on my best Satan voice. I was like, yeah. I'm leaving.
Oh my God!
My dad and said, I'm going into him.
So they can flog him.
Oh my God.
You guys, I'm sorry. That was so funny. Oh, I need to calm down. You guys, this cracked me up. You're even crying. This cracked me up.
That was
like,
crazy.
my cheeks literally hurt. Oh my God, I love this guy. I love him. Oh,
I think we
my
need
God.
to check out more of his comedies because
Exactly. It's so funny. And the funniest part is that there's nothing annoying or intriguing about
Yes.
it. He didn't disrespect anybody, unlike some comedians. Honestly, this was so
Oh my
so
God.
funny. Imagine pointing at him and saying, I'm going to him. And the priest faced your dad and start flogging him.
it's like he has to test it.
And the priest says, okay. The demon has left your son, but I can see him now in you. Come here.
And then he's not flogging the dad.
This thing happens. People actually pretend.
Exactly. I think he had to pretend so that they will stop flogging him.
Do you know something similar has happened to me? I'm so sorry, but I have to share it here. You guys, I went to this church and the man kept praying and touching everybody's head.
And then it's like they're using force to like
To
push
push
your
you.
head.
And he was touching every other person. They were falling, doing the whole thing. Look, even the Bible says, so many will call my name and I'll tell them to get behind me and I don't know them. There are so many fake
Pastors around, prophets and all.
people that call God and they are just being dramatic. Okay,
Exactly.
probably they're just trying to get money and all.
Mm-hmm.
So this man kept pushing everybody and they're so dramatic, they're so falling. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with me. I went there with an open mind just to pray. You know, I know God for myself. I have a personal conviction. So I don't need somebody to brainwash me and all of that. I know better. So when he came to my turn and he was literally pushing me, like, honestly, it wasn't funny. And I wasn't falling. And he said, oh, the devil is in her. Honestly, this wasn't funny. And he told people to go behind me. And honestly, there's nothing. I'm not about to pretend and fall or be dramatic and do anything. Just put your hand, pray and go.
Exactly.
You don't
If
have
I'll
to be
fall, I'll
pushing
fall.
me.
Definitely.
And this man kept hitting my head. And at the point, I had to push his hand away because he got annoying. And those people stayed holding me. So he was not making it as if I'm possessed or something. And you guys, I just had to act along.
I think it's a common African thing.
It's true. So I don't doubt this. That's why it was so funny. I just had to act along so this man would leave me alone. I literally had to fall down. But like I was conscious. It's not like I was unconscious or anything made me fall.
Definitely.
But because he was pushing me and the whole thing was getting, I just had to like fall intentionally, let myself fall on the floor. And he said, okay. And he did his thing and left. And that was the last time I stepped my foot in that place.
Exactly.
So
there are a lot of false prophets.
And it's just really, really crazy. And this one now reminded me, and I couldn't just stop laughing. My whole cheek literally ached. Have you had such experience before?
I think I have, and it wasn't really good. I've had an experience like that before. So
honestly, to me, I feel like whatever you hold, just hold it tight. And if you're a Christian, know God for yourself.
Definitely.
Else people will push you around. Have a personal conviction with God. Don't go to somebody and say, it's good, they will pray. You can tell somebody to pray for you, but don't go and say, help me hear from God. Especially people do this when it comes to marriage. You want to get married and you're going to meet somebody to help you pray. But it's good, have mentorship, have people, ask for guidance and advice, but like filter them. Do your plus and minus. Pray to God, have a personal conviction, know God for yourself, pray and hear from him. Look, God is not biased. If he can speak to your pastor, he can also speak to you. Don't let people. Look, people have made a lot of mistakes because of this. They go to people and say, okay, my pastor said we are not compatible. Like, why can't you pray? God is not a wicked God. God, like, created you the same way he created this person. As much as this person has the grace and all of that, if God can speak to him, God can also speak to you. Tell him to tell God to tell you. Pray, let God show you a sign. Fast and pray. If you're a Muslim, also know God for yourself. Don't go to people and ask them. I don't know, but that's just the way I see it. And that's just, what do you think? Do you agree with me on that?
I really do. We've had a lot of issues. I think it's a really big problem in our society here in Africa, especially
this part of the world,
because a lot of people, those pastors and those religious leaders are like their God.
Yeah, exactly. You get to a point where they don't serve God, they're literally serving these people.
Exactly. And then these people are humans. They are humans. They can mislead you.
Exactly.
If not properly guided, they can mislead you. So I just believe,
if you're just there,
just
you have personal conviction. Pray to God. Even if your pastor tells you, okay, I saw this and thank you, Papa, go home and also pray. God is not an author of confusion. He wouldn't tell your pastor a different thing and tell you a different thing. So personally, I just cannot deal with such places where they push you and they just do those acrobatic. Nah. Thumbs down. So yeah, that's it about this one. I absolutely enjoyed this comment. I loved it. It was so interesting. So yeah, what do you guys think? Please leave your comments below. Would love to read from you. Do you have similar experience in the part of the world where you are? Do you have dramatic leaders, quote and unquote, pastors? They are the good ones, like the fake ones. Like some in some cases it's so glaring that, like, I don't know how these followers do not see that these people are fake, because it's so obvious. Even the blind can see.
Exactly.
Have you had such experience? Do you have such over there, or it's just a Nigerian and African, not Nigerian, African thing? Because I see it in other African countries. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please do also hit the subscribe button. It will go a long way. Give us a big thumbs up if you eventually enjoyed our reaction, which I know you did. So thumbs up. Share it with your friends and loved ones so we can support the channel. You can also support the channel by buying us a coffee. The link is in the description box below. It will be highly appreciated and it will help us make more beautiful videos like this. Another way to support is to join the channel membership here on YouTube or sign up to the channel's membership on Patreon. Any of this will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe out there and we'll see you all
in our next video.
Bye.